You can look through the code.
Yeah, but but I don't even think there were bulletin board systems yet. So there was really no way to disseminate the information to people of, oh no, when you get to this point, please misspell like I do.
I remember back in the day, when there was BBSs, when there was bulletin board services, they could distribute patches that way. But yeah, when you shipped a game back then, you shipped the game.
Or another one, I bet you didn't even probably notice this one. Also in Ultima 3, after Ultima 3, which was Origin's first product, that was the first time I ever received letters from anybody who had played the game. And one letter that I received said, oh, Lord British, I love this game, and it was so great because, and one of the reasons I'm saying it was so great was because I was trying to defeat this dragon, and I couldn't defeat him. So I switched to my dagger. No. In this case, they said they switched to their dagger, and they killed the dragon like one blow with the dagger. How great was that? And I'm going like, it sounds like just luck. I'm going like the dragon must have been 99% dead, and they did their one extra point with the dagger. But I said, I'll go look in the code anyway. And so I did that. I looked in the code to see how the damage routines worked. And it turns out what weapon you were using was irrelevant. The actual code was written in such a way that as you got leveled up, your increase of level did increase the amount of damage that you did.
Mm-hmm.
But in fact, the weapon you had in hand did not matter. And it's just an oversight, because back in these days, again, the only QA person was me. And it seemed to work. And there literally was no other QA person other than myself. And I just never, since as you get tougher, you're generally picking up a bigger weapon.
Yeah.
And the monsters are falling at what feels like the right rate.
Yeah.
And so that's all that mattered.
I'm just buying better weapons.
I'm
hitting harder.
But it turns out you didn't need to.
It's a placebo effect, though.
It's a placebo effect.
It just felt better.
It does feel better.
So what's up with the Time Lord?
Oh, he hadn't been back in a while. But of course that's another homage. That goes back to the Doctor Who.
But is it?
That's where it was sourced from.
But because he seems such a distant figure that he doesn't do
anything really.
He doesn't do Doctor Who things. He just
that's true. But that's really just like the original Moongates, which were pretty direct from Time Bandits. That really is what it was sourced out of. Was my enthusiasm for Doctor Who. But I never really. He was sort of somebody that kind of came in and. Never really got developed further. So yeah, he's a bit of a mystery even to me.
I hypothesized once that the TIE fighters in Ultima 1 were actually the Kilrathi from the Wing Commander series, because there's a Kilrathi ship in the Black Gate. So
well, that's a very good rationalization, reverse rationalization, and I'll go with that.
So I was thinking maybe Mondain had allied with the Kilrathi, because it's established now that the Kilrathi...
And Chris Roberts with his new Star Citizen, we have been collaborating of late about how to do some cross activity, and so we have a YOLO designed crossbow that will both be a traditional bow in our world and a techno bow
nice.
like from Star Wars, in his game as well. So, and we've been talking about, I know you have a hoe of destruction hanging at your fireplace mantle,
dude.
And that's another thing that we're debating is, how to tie our games and fictions back together in a similar way. Which reminds me of another Easter egg, though, I must mention. Which is, we had an employee, a guy named John, who, designers usually had control of one area of the map as they were building it out. This is Ultima 6, I believe. And one of the QA testers came to us one day, came to me and a couple of the other managers, and said, hey, I found something that's kind of strange in the mountains, built into the mountains in this obscure corner of the world. And he'd found this place that was dug out of the mountains. And inside that place that was dug out in the mountains was the object to solve every quest.
I saw it.
Giant piles of gold, all this other kind of stuff was piled in this room. But there was no access, there was no entrance.
Yeah.
And so we said, okay, obviously somebody's got a teleporter somewhere in the world to teleport here. So we had to have a programmer go write code to scan the world for teleporters to find one that ended in its destination, this area. And sure enough, we found one. And it was over in this guy John's area of the map that he was working on. And so we're going, okay, John has obviously built himself a back door to come here into this space. And we thought, it's not cool in a number of levels. One, he didn't have, Easter eggs are cool, but you need, if you got one that's that powerful, we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And the way you'd get into it was not well hidden.
Yeah.
And so we decided we liked the space enough to where we made a new teleporter to get there that was under our control, that was well hidden and hard to activate. We made his teleporter go to a new place in the mountains.
The cheater, the one where Lord British calls you a cheater. And
exactly. So that when he would play the game and he would enter the place, it would go, John, you dishonest thieving scumbag. You are found guilty of treason and the sentence is death.
Yeah.
And then all these fireballs. And
I remember there's one where the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are there. And they... Yeah, there's one where there's a bunch of cheerleaders there with all the weapons, and they're just like, they're dancing. It's a weird cheating room.
Could be.
Weird cheat room. I think it's time for us to wrap this little chapter of our interview up.
All right.
But no doubt we'll have more later. So thanks for watching. Richard, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. It is an honor and privilege to have you here in our office and get the chance to talk to you face to face.
Likewise, likewise. So signing off for now.
So this is where you are, huh? You think you can go independent on me? Well, let me see what a real independent studio can do. Okay, what do you do, sir?
Oh, I'm working on secret doors, right?
Blacks! That's what you work all day, blacks! I can hire a monkey to create blocks. He will put linking logs together. I see no gaming. You look like a businessman. I like businessmen.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, that's what I'm working on here. You see I've got a lot of screens open, but I am working on the game.
You're just farting around on the internet.
Exactly.
How is the profit margins? Really good, right? And then we'll pocket the money later, okay?
Yeah, but don't tell anybody.
Don't tell Richard, okay? All right.
Wait!
What are you working on?
My bag of cookies.
Your bag of fire! Then you'll be sorry that you went independent. There's one final place I need to visit in this freaking company. And that is the most useless division of them all. The artist division. Come here. Let me show you how to deal with the artists. Show me what you're working on.
Boots?
Boots! Did you create this yourself, or did you steal this from Google Images?
Some of it's stolen.
Oh, you bastard! No, wait, actually, I like that. What about you, sir? What are you working on?
Boots.
Boots as well! I know what I'll do. I'll start my own Kickstarter. And then, I'll just hire a development team, I'll create Mindjack 4, and sell it and keep all the money. Perfect! Perfect! Get me out of this place!
Ha